Hi guys, Anjani here. Welcome to Tech Show.
Anyone can write program, but the real one will write program which is readable for everyone. While programming, the complexity is always enemy. Consider if you have written a program which is very complex and you jumped for another work for a while. After some days you came back and started working on the same program you left before. It will be complex for you. Then think about another person who is working in your program. It will be even more worse than you, right? So, ability to translate a real world problem into a simple or elegant solution requires a deeper understanding. While developing an application or solving a simple problem, we often say, if I had more time, I would have written a simpler program. The reason is we made a program with greater complexity. The less complexity we have, the easier it is to debug and understand. The more complex a program becomes, the harder it is to work on it. Managing complexity is a programmer's main concern. So, how do programmers deal with complexity? There are many general approaches that reduce complexity in a program or make it more manageable. One of the main approaches is a programming paradigm. Let's dive into programming paradigms. The term programming paradigm refers to a style of programming. It does not refer to a specific language, but rather it refers to the way you program. So, here it is a way to classify programming languages according to the style of programming and features they provide. There are several features that determine a programming paradigm, such as modularity, objects, interrupts, or events, control flow, etc. These are different types of programming paradigms. In this section, I will discuss only about imperative, declarative, structural, procedural, functional, and object-oriented programming paradigms. First one is imperative programming. Imperative programming is the oldest paradigm and it is still in practice. This is widely used in day-to-day programming, which focuses on steps to be done and works on the logic of first do this, then do that. It defines a sequence of statements in order of which operation must take place. In imperative programming, the control flow is explicit and depend on collection of go-to statements. Imperative programming lacks the support of modularity. Assembly, C, C++, Java, etc. are some examples of imperative programming languages. This is an example of imperative programming approach. For listing the name of students who have marks greater than 90. These commands show how the computation takes place step by step. Each step affects the global state of the computation. Here the global state of computation is I, and inside the steps start, next, end, you can see how this affects the value of I. So basically, these were implemented by different steps with a global state I. Next one is declarative programming. Declarative programming focuses on the logic of computation, neglecting the control flow. It specifies what the result should be without specifying how to obtain the result. Declarative programming generally does not contain if-else, loops, and other control flow statements. So, in the last section, while we discussed in imperative programming, maybe you noticed that each minute steps were defined for accessing the result. Whereas inside declarative programming, only it defines the logic of computation. SQL, PLSQL are the some of the examples of declarative programming languages. So, for the previous example of listing students who have marks greater than 90, the same thing were implemented here using the declarative programming approach. Next one is structured programming. Structured programming is a kind of imperative programming, focuses on modular programming. It makes extensive use of for, while, subroutines, blocks, and subblocks, rather than simply using go-to statements, which leads to complex and tangled code. Here, structured programming was introduced as an improvement of the imperative programming approach to get more control over the program. C, C++, Pascal are the some of the examples of structured programming language. This is an example of structured programming approach. Next one is procedural programming. This was derived from structured programming. It inherits all properties of structured and imperative programming. Procedural programming is based on procedural calls. Each statement of a procedural language is either procedural call or data assignment. We are using C, Pascal, Fortran as procedural programming approach. This is an example of procedural programming approach. Here, this is implemented based upon the procedural calls. You can see two different procedural calls inside main. One is get student names and other one is print list. So the get student names call will return the name of student, array of name of student having marks greater than 90. So here inside print list, we are providing the particular array. So the print list procedural call will print the name of student one by one who have marks greater than 90. Next approach is object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming paradigm is widely practiced programming paradigm. It is based upon the concept of object. So what is subject? It is a real world entity. Everything present around us is an object. Every object has two important property attribute and behavior. So property attribute is data and behavior is function. So for example, car is an object having attributes type, color, model, etc. And its behavior is the function it have to do. Turn left, turn right, accelerate, reverse, etc. Object-oriented programming is also inherited from imperative and procedural programming. Java, C, C++, not C, C++ is an example of object-oriented programming. So this is an example of object-oriented programming approach. Next one is functional programming. Functional programming paradigm is completely different programming approach from all paradigms mentioned above. So it is a combination of function calls to drive the flow of program. The result of function becomes the input to another function. So some of the examples are Python, Lisp. I hope you enjoyed this section. Thanks for watching.